And I have returned. Welcome back. For those watching the VODs on YouTube, hello! And welcome to the new episode. We are going to be doing things, but first, Dolly. Dolly. Hi, Dolly. You like having the door open now? Coming in, saying hi, being on the lap? Yeah, it's pretty Dolly. It's my sweet girl. She is here. She is comfy on the lap. Ollie will be in shortly. In fact, he's already technically in. Trying to scratch up a old cheap rug. That's okay. We'll see if he wants to visit. I hope he's dry by now. Mostly. Hi, Ollie. Hi, Ollie. Did you have a good time? Did you have a good time in the toilet earlier? Yeah, that's why you're not supposed to be in the bathroom. That's why you're not supposed to go there. Hmm. Yes, that's why you're not supposed to go there. You get wet. Oh, the kitties. The kitties. Dolly, she's left me. Okay. So, we are in the middle of stuff. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Ollie. He was attacking the cord with claws right next to my arm. Like, please don't scratch me. Please don't scratch, Ollie. You've been so good with your claws. Not having your claws out, Ollie. He has been very good not having his claws out to climb on people and such. Dolly not so much. Dolly not so much. She still has her claws out when interacting with the people. Oh, now they're gonna fight. Go, get going, leave. There you go. They left. They have left. I am all alone. They are now going to go play. They are satisfied being able to enter the room. That's all they want is just the ability to enter. They don't really want to be in. They just want to have the ability to come in. Such are cats. Such is the way of the cat. They must know what's going on at all times in all rooms. Pretty sure I... Wow, there was actually enough. Holy crap, that was 4 to spare. Alright, we're good. I wanted to have a buffer, though, of a few more stored, but I guess I'll take what I can get. This is like 80 something. So like more than this because productivity and all that. It's 10% more than this. Displayed value here. So, I mean, if I do need more Valk, I could flip it again. But yeah, I'm going to switch it to cocoons now. Or I could just go and do the liquid nitrogen and let it accrue my excess that I can use for other builds later. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go off and I'm going to do the build on the liquid nitrogen first. Now, how much liquid nitrogen is going to be another story completely. Liquid nitrogen. So this is done in a compressor, and we need gasoline, of course. We also need nitrogen, of course. We're going to want like as much liquid nitrogen as possible. I know I've gone right past my intersection. I missed my turn. Do I even have compressors being made? That is a good question. I don't think so. No, I do not. Alright, I now know what needs adding to the thing. You there. Do that. That. Interesting. There we go. That's right. Compressor! I need you to compress. I should have the evaporators. The irony of an evaporator being used to make a compressor, a thing that makes things less dense, being used to make a thing that makes things more dense. Anyway. Let me do some math. Math time! With the liquid nitrogen, so the... Oh. The... Just search nitrogen. I do have a slight issue in regards to liquid nitrogen as it stands in this particular recipe. And that has to just do with the speed, actually. See, this is a recipe that happens every 0.3 seconds, which means it's actually very, very easy with compressors to actually hit the speed cap of once per frame. 60, of course, ticks per second. So it's only 5 output, but it's 5 output every 0.3 seconds. That's the key here, is that this is low volume but really fast on a recipe, and that's not a good design choice for the mechanics of Factorio in general. Just because you can't make use of speed modules all that much here, you get less value out of using speed modules on this particular machine, and so you'd have to have multiple compressors doing stuff, because you hit your limit on the tick rate a little bit too fast. Just a little bit too fast in beaconed setups, adding speed to these things. But anyway, I want 100. Sure, we'll go with that. Let's have a look at the insanity. That's gonna be, and I have that. Sure, I have at least that. Then we get into the actual stuff here. So the choice is crude or tar. Obviously, the solution here is going to be tar-based distillates, just because it's 3 tar to 1 crude to get into crude oil, and since there is this alternative to get tar, that is 325 tar, that's 2 of my tar setups, so I can place down 500 tar per second and have enough, and have voiding and all of that, have fuel value for voiding, and yeah, that will be fine. This is just fine on this setup to make the liquid nitrogen, 100 liquid nitrogen across 6 compressors. Compressors compressing into the liquid nitrogen. Now, that's a lot of water into a lot of steam, so I do have to worry about that logistics. B, I need 1,000 nitrogen, which, yeah. 1,000 nitrogen is 250 destructive distillation column Mark 1s without filtration media. And guess what we don't have right now? You said zinc for filtration media. You'd be right. Zinc for the activated carbon for filtration media. You would be right. We don't have that right now. You definitely don't need 100 per second. Actually, yeah, you do. Let me explain something. Where should I do this? So chemical science packs. Excuse me. Chemical science packs. We'll look at one for the moment, which is only going to be 0.34 circuit 2s. How many circuit 2s do you think I really want in a playthrough? Like, just gonna throw that out there. How many should I actually have? A lot more than 0.34. Let's say 15 in a playthrough, standard playthrough, towards the end of the game. For the immediate nows, 5 sounds like a pretty decent number. Well, there's something in here that needs liquid nitrogen. There's a thing in here that needs liquid nitrogen. I'm forgetting the pathway off the top of my head. It's for the zinc acetate, I think. Is it? So liquid nitrogen feeds into anthraquinone, which feeds into the hydrogen peroxide. That's the one. That feeds into the etching solution. And it's also used for the MSA that's involved in later circuits as well. And it's even used in a silver foam. And it's used in silver foam as well as hydrogen peroxide. So here's the thing about hydrogen peroxide. You need a lot of it over the course of the game. A lot of it. Not just for etching solution, which by itself is used in F tons of things. Like, actual tons and tons of things. I would have to, like, break down all of Circuit 2s to really get a better idea of how much of this stuff is needed. To say that 100 is not needed is vastly underestimating, actually, how much I need. I need, like, in the order of full pipes of liquid nitrogen. Like, that's... By the end of this, I will have a lot of liquid nitrogen. Like, a lot of liquid nitrogen. Now, do I need 100 now? Probably not. Like, not in the immediate now. But still, like, if I just wanted to... I wanted to, illustrate. That's the word. I wanted to illustrate that even just 100 liquid nitrogen is, you know, it's a lot of buildings. It's a lot of buildings. Now, if you do have filtration media and can purify, if you can purify the purest of nitrogen, then you would be consuming 5 filtration media per second to purify that nitrogen into pure, actual, just nitrogen from here, and you would only need 42! And you would only need 42. You needed 600 per second for 60 science per minute. Well, here's the thing, though. This particular base, at this point, I am considering it doing 10 per second of sciences, which is a little bit more than 60 per minute. That's a little bit more than 60 per minute. That would be, you know, 600 per minute. That's insane. Yes, it is insane. But that's like the current plan. There's cold, clean air. Yeah, there's lots of stuff to get into nitrogen, but this is like the freest method, because you don't actually need to do this. Now, I will note this is Mark 1 buildings only, without modules. Mark 1 without modules. So let's keep that in mind, that this is Mark 1 without modules. But even if I wanted 10 it's still going to be 25 DDCs at this point. So we'll do the 10 clearly for now. We'll do the 10, and then if I have enough space in the thing, I can expand it to more. We can do more MOAR more. In the meantime, I need this stuff. Oh, ahem. Please limit to like there, and limit all of these chests so that I know. And I will need additional DDCs, just a few additional DDCs. That's you. That's 20, 30, that should be fine. I need... Oh. Did I ever... Alright, I know what I'm doing now. Let's go. Ahem. Cool. It's a good thing I set up Nichrome, isn't it? It's a really good thing I just set up Nichrome. Let's go and actually get that train going. Let's get that train going and get it brought into the mall, because that is definitely a thing that we need literally right the hell now. Oh, the irony that we need this thing. Oh, right. That would be useful if it had power. Oh, the irony. It's like, oh, I'll add the nichrome when I need the nichrome. Well, actually, you need it now. You need it right now. Supply to depot. Full, not fluid. Full cargo. Circuit condition. Limit. We're not really making all that much. Do your thing. Oh boy, it's as if this was planned. As if this was planned to do useful stuff. Stuff I needed to do this whole time. I keep breaking that set of pipes for the molten glass. That's the only thing left of the fluid bus, by the way, is the, excuse me? Oh, hello. How did that happen? What? Hmm. Oh yeah, that would be why. That's the only thing left of my fluid bus, is the freaking molten glass to get to the mall. Because that's how I'm bringing the molten glass into the mall. May as well make use of that existing infrastructure. Unless it's in the way. It may be in the way, a little bit. Just a little bit. But all of this space is reserved for the mall. It might be too much, or it might be not enough. We'll find out. It all depends what I really ultimately use it for. Okay, next thing on this is... yeah, this guy. Hello. M. Nichrome. Did that update? Yes, it did. So, Nichrome. Head on over. Give me beautiful things. Give me my light oil refineries. That would be great. I'm like, oh right, wasn't there something about the light oil refinery that made it, like, not able to be built yet? Yes. Nichrome. That's the key. I have, like, everything, but the one thing that needed nichrome. I don't think I need that many buildings, though. Now we wait for nichrome to accrue. Oh boy. Mostly waiting. Yeah, I like this. I actually like this little setup here for these alloys. It's got some space to continue expanding if I need more stuff. I'll need more stuff as we go along. The only major issue I can think of here is that this will need to transition to molten casting at some point, and I simply did not leave enough space to do the normal setup that I do for the uh, outputs. I have a setup that uses the 4L tanks, and there's not enough space for the pump plus the tank here on either side. So what I will have to end up doing is like pumping and then piping to tanks off on the side. That's basically how I'd have to do that. All right, you make stuff yet? You deliver? Yes, we've got enough. Greater than 0 stuff. Where's the I have the compressors too. We have what we need. Oh right, I need probably to grab a few additional pressure pumps, cuz each one is 20 and I need 500 pressurized air. So I need a few more. Whatever 500 divided by 20 is. 25? Yes, I need 5 more. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they being made? They are here. Hello. Welcome. I now have enough. I have enough! It's 1 each. For reference, it's 1 per DDC. That's how that works out. Okay. Doing this here. Fortunately, with only 2 inputs plus 1 output on this setup, I can actually use my compact rail. I can use this guy right in here, which unfortunately means grabbing a whole bunch of extra stuff with it and then modifying it, because you know what, I'm gonna actually delete that and then remove all of the buildings, all of the other shenaniganry. That it? What did I miss? Small power poles. I missed a little bit on the far left with the, oh, I know. I know, that wasn't something I missed. That's just, stuff I need to get rid of. Couple of excess doohickeys. Kill that. There we go. Change that icon. Thanks. Rail! You go there. Liquid of nitrogen. I only need 1 depot, but anyway. That will be fine. It's ugly, but it will work, I guess. Okay, so remember what I was talking about in the first half of the stream about this particular build? How it can be slightly modified, potentially, to either mirror on the other side for an additional station, or it can be modified by moving this over 1 more tile and extending this a tile, which is what I think I'm going to do so that I have all of this space available to me. And to do this, I'm going to cut there and then just shift it one train thing over. Now, could I do one more? I think so. And break that. Yes, that actually works. I can actually go 2 over, which is much more ideal. I will tack that to there. And we can see we have 2 units of rail extra. What does that allow? That allows me to do this. Excuse me, but you... There. So, that should theoretically be sufficient. For that. It is just enough space. It is just enough. Like, ta-da. Alright, that, is that? I guess? Nope. One more thing. Just grab all of that. And make that a blueprint. Successes! That makes me somewhat happy. To actually have this done and dusted. Oops. Ips. Now. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's not a thing. This needs to be R SNCR at LN2 R TICL4 at LN2. This actually isn't one of these at all. Because this is SLN2. This needs to be an input station for this stuff. Unfortunately, I do have the space on this side to do that. So there you go. We've got things. Things are glorious. I'm actually gonna put that there and have this like behind so that it evenly loads into these things. Cool. Just need to move that and that needs to be added. Guess I didn't need to move that, I just needed to add a thing. And then that. And we are now signaled. And then this is DLN21. Between these two, maybe I'll have another thing at some point. Phew. Now I have all this space to work with. Isn't that glorious and beautiful? Like, I wish I could go further down and make use of this space. But that's not so much gonna happen. Is it possible? Yes. Could I even do something like just go straight across? Like that? Yes. I could do that, not make them go through this choke point just by the way I've designed this. But yeah, I'm fine with that as it is for now. Until I regret it later. 25 DDCs. Oh boy. We're gonna do what I usually do and start from the top and work my way down. Now, I have not put the requests yet, by the way. We'll do that when I actually am going to turn this stuff on. So, what is the spacing here that I need? This is also going to use, like, tons and tons and tons of stuff. Let's see. Pressured air. Probably want that actually at the top, make it a little bit simpler for me. This purest of nitrogen needs to die, but that would be a bit not ideal to have purest nitrogen be like having it just a gas vent on all of these, because that's a lot of gas vents. Direct venting in each and every single machine. So in the end, what I'll end up doing is something along those lines. Oh, right. That is what I'll do. Why do I want to do it this way instead of the other way? Because basically I would have had it so that it's different things on each side. This allows me to save some space by doing this like this. 8, 9, 10. Is there room for another 10? That'd be nice, but yeah, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20! There's enough room for 20. Wow. Isn't that nice? Do I want it this side like that? Yeah, yes. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how many I need for now. Yeah, you can do 100 nicely. I can easily do multiple hundreds and millions, bajillions of these things. Let's see. So that makes how much? Purest 300. So I need 2. 2 glorious, beautiful, wonderful gas vents. Total. 2 total gas vents. Now, as for the oxygen, it is 1 each. I don't need to do anything with the oxygen. Yes, I can expand this. I have plenty of room to expand this. That is pretty nice. For now, though, it's just going to stick with what I have for the 25. I can get rid of the excess things there. This all needs power. All of it needs to be powered. How convenient that I can just put the power pole here at max distance, and it's the same spot for each one. That worked out well. At least I think that's max distance. Yes, that looks a heck of a lot like max distance to me. And that was 1 tile removed. There you go. Now I have nitrogen. All of the glorious nitrogen. And for reference, how many could I fit here if I were to tile in this manner? Well, let's see. If I offset a tile, or no, I just need to go Gosh, if that little power pole wasn't in the way. No, I think it's fine. Hell, I could save a tile by doing it that way. Wow. But no, we'll do worst case, keep it as is. So let's see, that's so there's your 100. No, that's 200. That's 300. 300. That's 300. Or no, that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 2, 20, 40. 240? That's 240 right there. So, yeah. $240. So it's 20 per individual line. It would be 40 per pair. I wish it was 25. I really wish it was 25, but no, it's 20 per pair. So I could actually do a lot more than just this. And if it's 240 divided by 25, and then multiply that by 10, that's 96 liquid nitrogen per second that this could make. So I guess that's 960 LN2. We almost get enough in here to actually fit the full 100 per second that I had originally planned. It can actually fit in a single doohickey with the train station and all that. I could make it fit. I could make it fit. That's the strangest thing about all this. It's like, what? Like I could make it fit the full 100 per second and make good use of the space, actual good use of the space. But so because of that, the way that I've built this here, and of course there's like extra space like right here. There's a few tiles there. I could totally push this thing up a few tiles and give myself a little bit more room to work with. Yeah. Hell yeah. That'd be useful. Maybe. If I was so inclined. So, because of that, I'm actually gonna build here. I think I'm actually gonna build here. So, yeah. Of course, the complicating factor being that I do also need to set up this guy. Yeah, this guy. This guy's good guy. It's good guy. It's great. It's a great, beautiful thing. I don't actually think I want that guy though. I want. Where is it? Where is it? Is it that gun? No, not. Where are you? I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have a thingy. Why did I not do the thingy? Save with the stuff. I don't know. Where are you? Wherefore art thou, thing? I guess I never did do a version with medium power poles. I need this doohickey. This one. This one's mine. The one I so desire. I could do it next door, but then what's the point? Okay, let's see. How do I want to arrange this? Probably there. I am out of pipe to ground. That's not nice. That's not very nice. I need more pipe to ground. Do I have any in my vehicle? I don't know. I don't know if I have any in my vehicle. Vehicle! Oh yeah, I'm always one water well short as well when doing these setups. Where's my vehicle? Vehicle? Oh. Oh. Hi, vehicle. I need pipe to... I don't need that. I need the other thing. I need this other thing. Can I even escape? No. I can't escape. I can't physically leave. Oh boy. I was stuck. I was stuck. Yeah, I need to like upgrade to medium power poles. That's my point here. Oh yeah, and of course I didn't actually end up grabbing the whole thing. So this is tar. Why do I need tar? Do I need tar? Wait. Not this build. Why did I build this? Oh yeah, I need... I did not build this. I this doesn't exist. Okay, this doesn't exist. Not this build. It does not exist. Wait, let's ignore everything. You saw nothing. This does not need to be here. This absolutely needs to be here. You saw everything. This absolutely needs to be here. I am blind. I'm blind. Don't mind me and my blindness. I am totally blind. I'm blind. I'm blind. I don't need 250 of it yet. And if I did need, like, if I did build this out to be all the stuff, there is no way I would be able to fit enough for the full 100 per second of liquid nitrogen in one block, just because I would need to have 2 of this set up for tar. That's going to be the biggest space limiting factor, is that. Okay, moving right along from here, I need to have a DDC, another destructive distillation column. Since I'm not going to have it all the way down, I may as well just have it here. You are going to be doing this beautiful recipe. Taking in tar, it's sinkholes, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending how you on your proclivities. What order do I want that? That seems like a better order. Just use Mark II buildings, yes. Upgrading this would be Mark II buildings, would make it twice as fast and need twice, like half as many by using full Mark IIs. But we gotta get there first. And of course it would reduce it further at Mark III and reduce it further at Mark IV, and also modules are huge. Like, the module setup changes this entirely to be significantly fewer entities. There's a cat behind me. Ollie. Hi. Ollie has a toy, and he's laying down on the opposite side of the screen, which is moving the screen. And I hear the squeaking of the bar but the screen is hanging on. Alright. I think it's this anyway. Hello, medium distillates. I need the light oil refinery the first. Boop. Boop. Yes, that's fine. Light oil the first does stripped, and then stripped into gasoline. That is exactly that. It is 1 to 1, 25 into 25 into 25. That is pretty exact. Pretty exact on it. Could do direct feed, but you know, other ports drastically impact things. You just need to throw titanium tetrachloride and tin chromium alloy into these. Now is the time to request the titanium tetrachloride and tin chromium alloy. Petroleum handling, please. Alright, so, hello. Hi. Hi, that's a toy. I've got a toy. I've got a toy. Toy? You're gonna have to come up on my lap. You're gonna have to come up on the lap. Claws. Claws. Yep. Claws into the thigh. That's what I thought. Hey. Wait. You'll get it. Off he goes. I just threw it. Ah, glorious claws in my thighs. Yep. That's blood. It's not that much. That's a gift from him. Off we go. That doesn't need to exist at all, actually. There we go. My car! Excuse me? What now? Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Why did it try to go— What? No, stop. Just stop. Why are you— What? Are you busted? Yes, you are. Of course you are. Of course you are. Yeah, that— It busts. I failed to notice that it busts. Now find thing. It apparently does need to go to the fuel stop, so hopefully it has enough fuel after it goes through this next cycle. Stinging. Stinging. From claws. I got a few scratches. That's what I get, I guess. So... Yeah, it should have enough fuel to go up here and then go down and fuel up at the fuel stop right here. It needs to go all the way down and over and up to that fuel stop. It has enough. It has plenty. There we go. There we go. Just add power. Power is everything. There we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And everything is being voided just fine. And we now have gasoline. We actually have 50 gasoline per second. Gee, if only this was just a gasoline station. making gasoline and throwing gasoline onto the network. That would be somewhat ideal, considering gasoline has a fuel value of 1.2 megajoules. Actually, a pretty good fuel to use, for the exception that it costs catalysts to make it. That's my only personal issue I have with using it as a source of fuel. This is why I think benzene is a very nice fuel source. Very nice fuel source, overall. So let's see, what's the last thing? The compressor. Compressor! Compress. Make me liquid nitrogen from a doohickeys. Now, where in the F am I going to put this? Probably here. The other, by the way, there's a few things about the compressor that are slightly problematic, but one of which is if you increase the speed, it it's hard to throw enough water in it, and it's hard to void the steam as well as being pretty easy to hit the tick rate cap. It's got a few things going on with it. But anyway, this needs water, gasoline, and nitrogen. And it needs to have a way of dealing with the steam. Because screw, just completely screw doing the closed water loop setups. Screw that noise. It can be done, but I'm not going to do it. I should move this, but I just need to be a little careful. I have to pick this up and put it back down again. Why do I need to do that? Because nanobots suck. That's why. Because nanobots are bad. They're bad at they don't assign scripts on placement of stuff. Scripts that normally get placed on object creation don't get assigned when a nanobot places a building. It's rather sad. But yeah, just add water, and we have the things. A whole 10 per second! Oh boy. Maybe I should just grab more. I can do, what, 4 times more? I could do 50 total per second? Off the gasoline that I'm making? Or at least up to the 250 tar consumption. I don't really... break! That needs the stone water barrels. That's why I'm here. So yeah, obviously with only half an hour left-ish, probably not going to get into the CDNA today. Like, oh boy, the goal for the day was to get into Kickalk, which I completely misspelled here. That's not CK, that's KICALK. Definitely not gonna get into that. Like, maybe Retrovirus will happen. Retrovirus will happen. In fact, Retrovirus I'll delete. I will go over, switch this to Cocoons, do the stuff on that, and then head up and work on Retrovirus. That's the plan for the rest of the day, is getting into that Retrovirus on the train network. I just feel a little bit bad because this is all stuff-ish that I was going to do off-screen anyway. Not the liquid nitrogen stuff or the catalysts. I'm glad that I'm doing the catalysts today, so that I have them. Of all this crap. I'm glad that I have all this crap, and I'm glad that I am doing the liquid nitrogen. It's just it wasn't intended to do this now. That's the key. That's the key. It wasn't intended to do this now. It was intended, just not now. They're filling up the pumps, by the way. That's what they're filling up. So train, wagon, wagon. Theoretically, these should fill up at about the same rate because I'm loading between these and it should split evenly. But obviously, since these two things have different values, didn't quite work out that way at the very start, just the order I placed these down, I guess. But anyway, it looks like it's now split them somewhat evenly. So, at 10 units per second, trying to fill 150,000 units of fluid. Yeah, I think that's not going to happen, so we've got ln2 S into D. We have to now do a fluid count for liquid nitrogen, which is under what here? Fusion energy. Liquid nitrogen needs to be greater than or equal to some value. If it's 10 per second, about, let's say, 3 minutes. 1800, let's say 2000 units ish total. So if we're at or above 2000 units, we can do our thing. Otherwise, circuit condition. Ollie? Oh, now Ollie has a different toy. Now he has his chipmunk version of that same toy. Hi. Hi. You enjoy making me bleed? Did you enjoy making me bleed? A little? Red marks on my thighs now. My right thigh now. You can do your thing, I guess. Also, you need fuel, right? Fuel! Go! Oh, you actually already have 2,000 units? Cool. Cool, you have stuff. Yay. Yes, you do have 2,000 units. Excellent. Excuse me. He's like up against, he like went all the way up against the casters to my chair. From the other side of the screen. So that's done now. For now, I'll scale, of course, off screen. But now let's get back down to the Vrauk. And set them up as would you not? He's having a good old time. Right next to me, Ollie. Ollie's having a good old time. Alright, let's get this set up for cocoons and stop the flow of the cages. So this is going to be a little bit difficult on the logistics side of things. Just because I have to filter out cages, preferably without the biomass on each of these lines. I have to cut the supply and all of that good stuff. Switch the recipes, which is going to fill my inventory dramatically. Probably going to be a better idea for me to just put everything I have into a chest for now. And trim the line at the source there. This line won't exist anymore. Instead, it's going to be this here, but I have to clean the thing first. I need my splitters, and I need my chests. Now, this is going to be done here. So you filter cages. Just at the very end here, I'll tack that. Oh, I need loaders too. Let's go pick up my loaders again. I guess in the meantime, let's actually swap the recipes. Yes, you are now going to be doing that stuff. Instead, you can see how my inventory is getting filled with other things. Filled with cages. Cages only stack to 50 for some reason. Like, why? Why you do this? I have a few Brauk buffer now. Just in case I need loaders. Loaders! Yes, do the thing, loaders! I need my loaders. Yeah. Oh, and I get the water barrels as well as the cages, and the water barrels only stacked at 10. Isn't that beautiful, glorious, and excuse me. Oh. Right. Just one. It's just one. There we go. Get rid of all those cages. It'll only move in total at 15 per second. So let's just keep this in mind. Actually, it'll only move at 7.5 per second because of how things merge at the very beginning of this. But eventually, all of it will clear out. Now I can start assigning the recipes. Eventually, I'll run out of inventory space from all the water barrels. Unfortunately, with water barrels, I have to get them back into the system. Because, yeah, I need the water barrels to flow. Not to, end up just sitting in my inventory. There we go. Good old Shift-C. Filling water barrels. Also apparently filling cages, but, you know, that's fine. I just need the water barrels to be in the system. There we go. That was that. Where did the cages went into the chest at the end. That's convenient. Rather than in my inventory. Good. That ended up a lot nicer. However, yeah, that's the problem. I still have a little bit of a boo-boo. Because that needs to happen. And now I have to clean up all of that other biomass from this line. Oh well. I need to clean the biomass from this lane. Hello, Callie. It's been a while. Been a while since I've seen that name. Hello and welcome to the last 20-something minutes of the stream for the day today. I am just migrating, shall we say. Migrating from a cage recipe to a cocoon recipe. And to do this, I need to switch over from having cages on a line to having sap on a line. Oh yeah, that's it's current year with current world events. That's like I'm sure everyone understands about current year with current events going on. That everything is reasonable these days on delays and not having to show up for things. You don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's fine. This is a mod. This is a whole mod thing. So Factorio actually is released now. Full release of actual Factorio itself. The thing is, I play with lots of mods. This being the most complex set of mods that exists for Factorio. So yeah. Oh, and it's in the top seller category apparently. Yeah, I'm sure. That will be not existent after like the first week or so, sadly. The thing is about Factorio is that a lot of people already own it from early access. Like a lot of the people who were going to play the game already own the game. So it makes me wonder really about just how much of a spike in interest the actual release will garnish or has garnished. I know and expect there to be a big a spike on actual release from those who I guess just wanted to wait for a fully released game rather than play it in early access, as well as those who honestly have never heard of Factorio before and just were like, "Oh, what's this?" Of course, the Steam front page like banner for Factorio's launch, I'm sure helped a lot. That marketing. But yeah, it's probably not going to be too long-lived of a spike. Is my point here. Just because all the people who would be playing over the long term probably already have the game, had the game to begin with, and are still playing the game, and will continue to play the game. It's just, yeah, I don't see it having that big of an impact on the long term on its actual true release. Yes, it is currently popular. Keyword on currently. And I'm sure other games like Satisfactory have similar spikes. Like when they had their Steam release, even though it was early access. Oh god, this is not ideal. I guess I will be coming from below. It came from below. Right, you're here. Almost 1 year of following. Yeah, it's been a while, Callie, since I saw your name a long time ago. Things have definitely been changing over this past year. Like as of yesterday, my YouTube channel now has 1,000 subscribers, for example. Hello, Infantryman! You have arrived for the last 15 or so minutes of the stream today. I have just set up the actual route cocoons that I need to really get the alien life production automated. Like we're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. We are doing things. Now, route cocoons have a stack size of 50, so I can afford to have a few extra spots for this. Let's see, you there. Supply to depot. Full cargo. Circuit condition. Go. Do your thing. And now we wait. We fix that. Now we fix that. Right there, that one thing down this line. Little bit of double-laned biomass here to take care of. In fact, Callie, it's been so long that you probably missed the fact that I have new cats now in the house. We've got new cats. We have kittens. Two kittens. After Cole passed away back in early November. We went about 6 months without cats, and we needed non-zero cat in our life again. So we have adopted a couple of kittens, brother and sister, gray domestics. The girl has long hair and is gray and white tabby. The boy is basically completely gray with some tabby markings that you can actually see, but yeah. And he fell into the toilet today. Yes, Ollie decided to explore in the bathroom and decided that he was going to try to jump on top of the toilet, and the seat was up, and he ended up in the drink. And yeah, got a little bit wet today. Got a little bit wet today. So, Retrovirus. The most retro of Retrovirus. That's going to be up here. Oddly enough, I don't think I will really need to have a train sending up the liquid nitrogen for this Retrovirus. Pretty sure I can avoid having to do that by building this up here. All the way up here. So that's a thing. As well. And the cats, they show up whenever they feel like showing up at this point. They are kittens, and they are very playful, so they may or may not on any given day decide that they want to come say hi. Ollie has already made me bleed today. Like, during this stream, so my thigh has scratches. Oh boy. Alright. Do I even have what I need? Probably not. So let's go to the mall. To the mall! It's right nearby. To the mall before we continue with the stuff and the things. It's Hellmod time. Time for the Hellmod to show me things that I need as inputs. Okay. Retrovirus. This recipe for the Retrovirus. Now, how much do I want? I guess one. I guess. That is a little bit more cocoons than I currently have. So I guess I'm not doing one. That's a few more cocoons than that entire setup that I just made. So half of one thing, one beautiful incubator, a few of my liquid nitrogen, 10 that I'm making, steel glassware, lab instruments, cocoons, molten glass, and I'll need to have some seaweed, I'll need to have some steam, and some fuel. You know what? I haven't done this yet, so in this very specific situation, I need to add in this. Say hello to the oil burner. Oh joy, the first time I'll truly be using the oil burner. So what I'll be doing here is benzene. benzene-based stuff, and this steam will be done in an oil burner out of benzene. Because benzene can be made out of coal water slurry fuel, which is tailings. It is tailings. That's it. Now, this is actually giving me a lot more than I need because I need a quote-unquote source of water. I need a source of water just above. So there we go. I need 10 tailings per second. 10 whole tailings per second. It's not that hard to get tailings. Not that difficult. Now, if I also needed stone, which I do for the hot air, I'll have 10 tailings. So that's I'll have it because the stone is going to come from a recipe that outputs tailings as well. Where is it? That's the one. Hey, look, it's 10 tailings to give me stuff. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. All right. So I wanted to know the buildings. That was the whole point of doing this. I needed the buildings. So let's get the burners. I need to grab fluid sep. Where's my fluid sep? Fluid sep. There you are. Grab that. Grab incubator. Incubator. The egg. Where is the egg icon? The egg. The eggiest of egg icon. Where are you? Wait, what? Shouldn't it be in here? There you are. There's the incubator. There's that incubator. Alright. I should have everything else. You dare someone to do Death World Pie? There are those who do Death World Pie. There are those who do Death World Marathon Pie. There are those who attempt to do Rampant Pie, and they fail miserably every single time. But still. Who does it? I think... I think... I don't know. Ha, so says Infantryman. Like, who's doing Marathon? Infantryman, aren't you the one who, like, shoved all the science costs to insanity on your playthrough? Like, pretty sure that's Infantryman who's shoved all their science costs up to infinity. Keeps talking about how much scale they're building out on. So yeah, about that thing. See about that. I need several things in. I need several inputs for this particular thing. I need steel, glassware, lab instruments, Vrauk cocoons, molten glass. Those are the primary things. I also need to route LN2 from here across the rails. Well, people are doing Marathon. I'm not certain about necessarily at the moment if anyone's actively doing a Death World playthrough, but I know at least Marathon method. Okay, let me clean up some stuff here. I need to grab where is it? That one. I need this thing. Hello, this thing. This thing is 25 whole hot air per second. 25 hot air per second. That's what this is. That's what this does. It also makes some amount of tailings. A few more tailings than what I would need to make the benzene that I need for the stuffs. Let me grab an overflow valve, the overflowiest of valves. Then I will set up the fluid separator. Fluid sep. There you are. Fluid sep. Make cold water slurry fuel. And vent the water. You are making the stuff. Yeah, so the thing about the hot air in the really early game, yeah, the coke oven gas stuff is a trap. Coke oven gas hot air is a trap in the early game. Don't fall for the trap. It is a trap. That it is exclusively a trap. Just bite the bullet. Bite the proverbial bullet and spend the stone. Just spend the stone, and you'll be much happier with yourself. What am I looking for? Benzene. That's the one. You will live to regret life. Unless you, have the stone. I need that. There's our benzene. I need the oil burner stuff. There. With water. I need water. There's water. So there's our steam. So what point to start using hot air? Outlet gas 4. That's when I plan on even remotely thinking about doing anything higher than stone-based hot air. Is the outlet gas 4 recipes. I would not just use coke oven gas. I mean, it still has the same issue, by the way. If you do use the coke oven gas, you still need to consume either your red hot coke or your coke at all times to keep the gas moving. But yeah, anyway, continuing on from here, we have our benzene and our steam. We have water too. I do need 0.84 seaweed. 9 seaweed crops. I have 2. Cool. Let's grab the seaweed crops that I didn't end up grabbing. But we only have like 2 minutes left in the stream, so don't think I'm going to get all the way through this. I guess I'll do at least the placement of the buildings, and then I'll finish like the logistic stuff on my own. And please tell me that I didn't start building this at the bottom. I did build it at the top. Good. So I had enough room for train station. Beautiful, glorious, wonderful, non-zero amount of train station. Full of 6 wonderful things coming in / going out. In and out. How big is each block? It's like 6.5-ish chunks. It's not like chunk designed at all. I'm using the modular rail system blueprints, which ends up being 4 straight rail segments followed by an intersection. So, however big 4 straight rail segments are with intersection flanks. And a chunk is... Let's find a good spot. So a chunk... it's nighttime. It's hard to see. once it's daylight, I can better show. But a chunk is the if you do shift space, it pauses the game and it shows you a grid over the map. A chunk is the outline of the squares. It's the thicker lines. That is a chunk, a singular chunk. So when I say it's like 6-ish and a half ish of these, it's like 6-ish and a half of these on just like squared. It's like 6.5 squared. That's how big it is. Alright, I came here for these things. Oh hey, you need meat. More meat! More meat for the crawdad. More meat is required. Or fish. I guess I could give it fish. Fuel value 1, fuel value 2. Yeah, you're not getting fish. Meat is easier than fish. We are now overtime. Huzzah. Officially overtime by a minute. But I will at least place down the necessary infrastructure for these retrovirus shenaniganries going on. Here, I need the 9 doohickeys. I actually have a blueprint for the 9 doohickeys. Let me find it. Yeah, you. There's the 9 seaweed crops from my Mark I Factorissimo factory setup. How convenient that it's 9. Because this is relatively compact for 9. Does it die by the train running over it? No! The crawdad and all of its successors, slash its only main successor, the Dingrito, giant wolf, they are completely immune to impact damage. So they win the fight against trains. In fact, the Dingrito can move so quickly that it can straight up destroy trains that it runs into. And the train will take damage when it gets hit by the crawdad at full speed. The trains take damage, and you can also end up T-boning your cargo wagons and destroying your cargo wagons as well, which is you know, pleasant, not pleasant, not particularly pleasant when that happens, and it does happen constantly. Build this in. Da 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 da. Just add some power. These buildings, by the way, don't need power. That's why I'm using them. That's that. I will need a glassworks building. May as well put it here. That's going to do the petri dishes. I'll rotate placement to make it somewhat more reasonable, even though that makes this a little harder. There you go. Now you have stuff. You'll need the molten glass from whatever train station below. But whatever, that's fine. That merges with agar, goes into a automated factory making petri dishes. That goes out, and then I can have the incubator somewhere. Doesn't matter where, and it's going to take all the stuff in. All the stuff as its inputs. All the rest of the stuff comes by train. Slash is going to come from below. And it's with that I will officially end things off, I suppose. That's all the necessary infrastructure that I need set up. I just need to do all of the like train logistics, adding the train station and stuff, but you don't really need to sit through all of that. So the next time we meet, I will have Retrovirus set up. We will I will be continuing on my way, trying to get into this cDNA because we've seen cDNA already. We haven't seen primers. We haven't seen the Kickalk. Like, I'm going to be ready next time to get into the Kickalk. Thank you so much, by the way, for that. Congratulations on the 1,000 YouTube subscriptions. Yes, that finally has come to pass after 11 years of having my channel on YouTube. You know, just casually, it's been 11 years since it was 2009 I made my channel originally, but you know, consistency, actually having consistency of content is like the biggest factor. So that thus far, all of this has just been a natural course of existence. And doing something that very few other people are doing, that also helps. Yes, like the only Pi YouTuber. There are people who do Pi on occasion. I'm the only one, I think. Well, I know I was the first one to do the complete playthrough for the Pi Suite that went up on YouTube / was streamed from pre-Pi Alien Life. Definitely also pretty sure the first to do the Pi Alien Life. Streamed, recorded, and all of that. And now, I guess, the first PyBlock version of the Pi Suite that'll be up on YouTube. So yeah, lots of quote firsts, and one of the only people who has the patience and the memory to actually keep track of all of the things in the Pi Suite that you need at any given time. And also balancing, helping with balance, assistance with balance of the Pi Suite as we go along, finding things that are broken / not in a good state, and getting all of that fixed as we go along. So, with that, folks, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you are watching the VODs on YouTube, please be sure to do all of the engagement and social stuff below the video. This series is, of course, supported by my patrons at patreon.com/otakushowboat. As always, you can support me there. You can support Planeton's mods development at patreon.com/planetton. You can come to my Twitch page, twitch.tv/otakushowboat. Leave a follow if you haven't done so. Yeah, so next time we'll probably actually be doing Kickalk. I would hope that we actually do Kickalk next time. Like, I would like to do that. Kickalk fiber. Kickalk into fiber, microfiber, and all of that good stuff. Sodium hydroxide, slaked lime loopings, shenanigans. That sounds good. Getting into our pathway into the good alien samples. That sounds like a plan. In the alternative, I could just do the vat brain science. Just that's basically copying the Augs to make guts, and we're done. And one for brains, so I have to like copy this twice, feed it stuff, steel for the barrels, and then it's done. Vat brain chemical science. I might actually do that and just like turn it on next time we meet so that we can actually start picking up a few useful blue science techs out of the vat brain science, but we shall see. I've also got like other stuff up here to work on, but regardless, the idea going forward is of course to work towards our good alien samples. So I will of course see you all in the next one.